fucking whoa, swoo, swoo, I can't really. I'm still working on the kicks and everything like that, but the goddamn boys out here, sir, we out here protecting the world. These bad guys don't stand a chance. I just need to go ahead and freaking get in better shape. I need to get in better shape. The problem is that like even like when I'm on the treadmill and everything, and this is no excuse, but like when I'm on the treadmill and everything like that, I'll be like walking. It literally stops the belt, and I'll be like, ugh. It's like literally like like I'll be like walking, and everything like that, and it'll like literally stop the belt because like the treadmill's like on a mill. And like it's like the belt of it, just like since I weigh like 351 pounds, is I'll be stepping on it and I'll literally stop the belt. But it's like there's no excuse. That is no excuse whatsoever not to work out because I'll be out here. I'll be trying to do the things. And the best part about it is that like really the only thing that can kind of stop me is me. The only thing that can really stop me, bro. The only thing that can really stop me, bro, is like me, and that's like the best thing ever because it's just like say if you have like a girlfriend or if you have like a wife or something like that, of course they can stop you, bro. It's like no matter what, they're going to stop you. It's just like there are every once in a while there's like a woman or someone who you're going to marry who's actually going to have like your best interests in heart and kind of let you go and like do you. But for the most part it's just like say if you have like a workshop, she'll just literally just wander in and be like, what are you doing? And it's just like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? It's just like like because as men it's just like we need to kind of create, I guess. I think as men we need to create, we need to make things. And it's just like, especially like with working with your hands. And of course, I'm not like, this is not talking about like everybody. Like some people like, work more with their mind and they don't like to work with their hands. But it's just like, if you have like a man who's like needs to work with his hands, it's like he might not even like know what he's doing inside of the workshop, making like things and stuff like that. But it's like, the thing is like he needs to be in there to work it out inside of his mind of like what he's trying to do. Because I think there's like almost like a mystical type of magic to the force. The Force? The Force, I Googled it because, like, up until this date, I still haven't, like, watched, like, Star Wars or anything like that. I haven't sat down and, like, watched the movies of, like, which is the first one, which is the second one, and, like, beyond. But it's just, like, of course I know about the Force. It's like, he says Star Wars, he says Jedi or fucking Luke use the Force. It's just like, that's what kind of caught me of like, what is the Force? And I Googled it, and apparently the Force is the energy that kind of binds this universe together. And we all, I guess, use the Force because, like, like, look, I can, like, move. I can, like, fucking, like, move around and be like, fucking, let's go, like, fucking, like, and things like that. It's like, you can move, you can create, you can plan. And I believe, like, there's something, like the Force, the energy. It's just, like, you can, like, make things like that. And then it's just, like, say, like, if you have a person who's coming in there and stopping you from using your natural abilities, it's like that's like a fate worse than death, man. That's like not okay. That's not being a good partner of like not letting your partner do what they need to do, especially like when they're really not even doing anything. It's just like like approaching them and be like all up in their faces. It's just like what are you doing? That's not cool. We're supposed to be a team because like it's like parents need to be a team to create these new people. And with these new people, I'm talking about like children, you really don't need to do too much. Like people, like kids already know what they need to do. And kids are going to fuck up and they're going to make mistakes. And then it's up to you to guide them to make the correct mistakes in the future. But it's just like with kids, all you really gotta do is like you just gotta give them food. You gotta give them attention. I really do hate it. I absolutely hate it because my mother, she was gonna like open like an orphanage, and she was gonna like help all these kids out and everything like that. And it's just like there's like that love that's like bestowed within me, and it's just like every single time that I go to like a Walmart or something like that, and like the kid's like, mom, 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 mom. It's like the kid has to say it like 40 freaking times for the mother to even like acknowledge the child, and it's just like it's like, and of course that has nothing, that's none of my business. It's just like, just acknowledge the thing. Acknowledge the thing. It's just like, because like the kids are looking for they're looking for knowledge. They're looking for knowledge of like how are they going to live their lives, because these kids eventually are going to be adults, and then they're going to be like me. They're going to be a person like me who's just kind of out in the world navigating his life. And for me personally, I am still of course learning. I'm still learning of like, where the hell am I going, where are we going with this YouTube channel, like what are we going to do. It's just like, the YouTube channel is of course to capture and document of like all the things that I do, because like, I have like stories in my past of like, when I used to not YouTube, when I used to not like record myself and everything like that. And it's just like these amazing stories of these unbelievable things that happened in my past. Like I remember when I was a kid, like I saw a UFO, and of course, like I'm a very logical person. Like I still haven't seen a freaking UFO till this day. And to believe in aliens, I don't want to be offensive if there are other aliens. It's very possible for there to be other aliens out there, but it's just like, I just remember I was very young. I was like maybe like 13 or something. 13 or younger, and I just see this chrome thing floating in the sky about maybe 100 feet away and about 100 feet up, and I just see this like at the time we would play like this video games. Like I really don't play video games, but it's just like this Spore. It's like Spore, this PC game of like you mess around with these aliens, and like you build them up to like to where they can build UFOs, and it looked like that's the only thing I could describe it as, of that it looked like one of the ships. And I literally I ran inside and I was screaming. I was like, mom, mom, there's a UFO. Like literally I ran upstairs and then went to the balcony to get a better look at it, and it was just fucking gone. And the thing is, like, remembering right now, I don't remember my mom coming in. I don't, like, it felt like my house was empty. And it was such a weird situation. And of course, my mom said that she had some encounters with aliens too. I remember when we first moved to California, when I think I was like three years old or something like that. And my mom listened, and she heard apparently like some aliens say, "Those are the human boys." And it's like so it's like stuff like that. It's just like in documenting my life right now, because I mean this is pretty freaking dope. I'm living out in Los Angeles. I live in Los Angeles. I have a job in Los Angeles, and everything is going really smooth right now. It's just like staying on the track, staying on the path of life, and learning these lessons. And it's just like, boy, let me tell you, it's just like, it's like God or the universe, or maybe we can even call that an alien or whatever. It's like the force of this universe, this thing that's what we're going through, of like being a human being. It's just like sometimes he'll just go ahead and smack you in the face, bro. He'll just go ahead and smack you in the face with like some kind of thing that you need to learn, with your life, which is just like crazy. And it's just like when you're going through it, it's just like how could God hath forsaken me? How could you possibly, do this? Like freaking, like when I lost, like fucking, I broke my phone and I got the other one stolen. It's just like at that moment, oh my god, when I fell off the side of that mountain, bro. When I fell off the side of that mountain and I literally had to hobble all the way back because my feet hurt so much because the rocks on that dirt trail all the way up to the mountain were so sharp. And like, losing my shoes when I fell down the mountain and then climbing back up and then literally having to hobble all the way back to my truck. It's just like, even right now, I don't know. I'm like, why would you do that to me? But it's just like, I'm choosing to have the trust that God or the universe or maybe just life in general has my best interest at heart. Because, even though, remember, like, COVID-19, it's like, if it was like a real thing, it's like we could have like boils like coming out the skin. Like, like, could you imagine if we lived in a place to where like mosquitoes went into your skin and like freaking made babies, and then like later on they would like, life could be so much worse. But it's just like, I am choosing to trust it. I'm choosing to trust life because, I mean, it's okay, it's all right, and it's eventually gonna be all right. But with that said, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow, 5 o'clock in the morning. Goodbye. Go ahead and get the goddamn.